Okay. Hello and welcome everybody to day two. Intended to be day three, but we have Tuesday one, day two of Kansas City, a corporate esports cup, powered by Dick Ray, brought to you by Casey Game On. I'm Kosak. I'll be your host for this evening. Y'all had Big M last weekend. They're stuck with me this weekend. Sorry about that. And I just want to make sure everybody in chat can hear me. All right. Sound off if that's possible. But tonight we've got Honeywell's very own Nukebrothers team versus WellSky's team. So begin into that arena a little bit here. We're on the for now side of the Swiss format bracket. Gonna get an arena set up. See. Okie doke. We'll give them a second to get in here. Like I said, we played one round of everything so far, and both of these teams lost their fortunately. But for a lot of people, it can be their first Smash competitive, or where they're really thinking about their strategies, their rules, and especially from a teamwork angle. That's very rare for Smash or any sort of fighting game. So it's going to take a little bit of time, I think, for some of these teams to really show their true colors or their true. We're still in the early rounds here, getting used to the format, and I am very curious to see how it's going to go. And of course, it'll be, as for the usual, a bit of downtime, figure out who they should send in first, they should send in. If they're not familiar with the battle format, Super Smash Brothers team format that was developed like ago, or Super Smash Brothers Melee, wherein players on each team, one at a time, 1v1s against each other. Whoever wins a match does not get their stocks back when the next player comes in. So if you think about two guys fighting in a row against each other, this guy goes down. This guy still retains all the damage he took. He only had one life left. He goes into the match with one life still. He's ready to take him down. Or that guy will take that guy down. Huge lead. Like that Stickman war game. Flash game. All right, we're going to get switched over to the arena, where it looks like we've got Dom and Beers. It's going to take me a bit to figure out who from which team based on their who in this arena, based on their in-game switch tag, is what person on this roster that I have pulled up on my monitor. Brothers with WellSky. WellSky's got a guy named Dominator. Nukebrothers has a guy called Ant. Looks like that might be what's happening. Confirm the size of the teams real quick. Not all of the team members showing up. I'll determine the stock fit. Looks like we're ready to get into our first match here. Ant versus Dom. Got Super Macho Man in the stands with me. Deal. I'm a big fan. Dom on the Shulk, Ant on the Bowser Jr. It's an uncommon character. I love to see it. Bowser Jr. Not considered one of the best characters in the game, kind of a mid-tier, but that's sort of a meme attached to him where nobody can name a single Bowser Jr. weakness. He's kind of mid-tier, but also he doesn't have any real weaknesses, so... Oh, definitely a high-tier character, but in a very weird situation. Also, another weird character. He can change all of his stats sort of as he sees fit, with some cooldown. You know, at some points you'll see him going extra fast, or he'll hit extra hard, but he'll be moving extra slow. Opponent will hit him with a strong attack and just go anywhere, but that attack definitely sent him flying. Let's take it. Early lead, but at an uncomfortable 90% or so. Hope when he's got that that smash art up, when he can do the extra knockback, literally so early. Devastating. Correct. 14 stocks to 14 stocks if the player count's correct. It looks like it's a 5v4 possibly. WellSky potentially only at 3. We'll just have to see. But so far, it's been a pretty even game. It's definitely showing his experience. Bowser Jr. doesn't have the same kind of range that Shulk does, so he has to make up for it in other ways, like with that attempted edge guard that was almost successful. It's very close off stage to pressure Dom out. Brought to you by Good Crack. Well, as many of those other lovely sponsors in the bottom left. But anyway, back to the game. Dom is kind of getting dominated by Ant right now. Shulk has a lot of potential to bring this back, and he's betting a lot on that F smash. In Buster Art, it would have done huge damage if it had hit, but not gonna. Ant held on to 2 whole stocks that game, so a current score of 14-12. That's again assuming WellSky's last player showed. Still up in the air right now. I just want to know what team Beers is on. Got Beers in the back. Okay, we should be back. Actually, pull the stream up on my phone here. Game on. Let's game on. We got Sean coming up, not just Sean, the owner of the Sean trademark. Pretty impressive. Up to represent WellSky. He's gonna have to really put in work. Had to still hold on to those 2 stocks, so again, go into this match with 2 stocks remaining, although all of that damage will be reset. Ash, kind of a fun game. You know, you can get somebody's damage up as high as you want. Don't find that final real strong hit to close out the stock, none of it matters. It's like the final test. We're getting started with Inkling. Shut up, character. Not bad, chat. Look at that Bowser Jr. Versus. On me. We're getting things started, and a lot of the time you'll see a player give up that stock that they lost at the beginning of the game. They'll just hop off right away. If they don't, it really doesn't make a difference. You just have to remember in your head that Ant only has 2 stocks here. Even if they're playing it out as is. Ant is putting in work with that stock so far. Racking up the damage on Sean and closing up the stock almost effortlessly. It looks like 61 is nothing to sneeze at, but it's not exactly kill percent for a character like Inkling. Not the heaviest hitter. Definitely has her strong suits. Definitely come into play in this matchup. Nice grab. I like the using them into shield with the splat bomb and then going up for the grab. Inkling's most famous kill confirms is her up throw up air, the booyah called. I'm throwing out an F smash trying to catch Ant running in from the corner. Can't find it, but I liked Sean catching the Mecha Koopa and throwing it right up at Ant. And some proficiency in the matchup, some the game. But again, if you don't close out that stock, it doesn't matter. Ant is just about ready to lap Sean in percent. Especially with that. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that sound car exploding on you. You have to remember it's got a hitbox. It hits hard. I'm gonna have to find some way to close out this stock. Throwing out splat bomb after splat bomb. Those don't generally kill unless you're off stage. We're gonna have to be looking for a smash attack, parry, or a back air. There's that back air coming out. And an attempted F smash, but Ant was a little quicker. Ant now at 160%. That's much higher than you want your opponent to be, even with the heaviest characters in the game. But again, Inkling, one of her main flaws is kind of the fact that she can struggle to kill a little bit. Now you see some of the best Inkling players in the world do it. They make it look so easy, but it really isn't. It really isn't. Ant has now successfully taken down 2 of the WellSky Warriors. No, it's not that Bowser Jr. Is that Lemmy? It is Lemmy. I love Bowser Jr. players. They all have their, like, you know, lots of players have one particular outfit, alternate costume, color that they are dedicated to. And I play Daisy, and I always play the black dress. But Bowser Jr. players, you know, since they're all different characters, they're a little more committed to it. I really love to see it. Yup, I am a Ludwig player. A Ludwig is my soulmate. WellSky got 2 or 3 players remaining. And if it's 3, that's certainly enough to mount a comeback with. Oh, 9-14 does look pretty bad, but the more leeway you have, the better. The more players you have who can potentially take 2 stocks per one of their own. Especially if maybe you're saving your best players for last. You know, that's a very common strategy, is to, no matter the matchup, keep your strongest player for last. But this guy deliberating over who the next player is going to be, and it looks like it is Coder. The Steve icon could be an interesting set. Could be very interesting. Assume it's Steve. Like, I'll change it. But he's the best character in the game, but that does not necessarily mean it's a free win. Get his battle started. I like Ant also rocking the Super Mario Sunshine icon in the game. Game that Bowser Jr. debuted in, I think. Pretty sure. At the very least, that is Bowser Jr.
3, 2,
But it's Joker. It is not Steve. I was presumptuous. That's right on my face. Coder's WellSky versus Ant Vibe. F smash and that Mega Koopa already putting on big damage. Coder kind of playing a more defensive game, staying back, shooting the A-Haw, that's the fire projectile. His back air out of shield. And we saw this every game so far with Ant, where the percents were pretty even that first stock. He just had so much more success closing out stock. He even has those little confirms, those up B into back air Bowser Jr. can do. Just the roll from ledge with that F smash too. Ant is, oh dog. But what we haven't quite seen yet, that Arsene come out for Coder. That meter's full. There it is. Big brother comes out. Now, Joker hit extra hard. Again, if he can find those hits. That was a very nice counter. Knowing that Ant is going to be very aggressive off stage. Knowing that he feels comfortable, feels confident, feels like he can throw himself out there. The Arsene dash attack almost killing, and Coder going for the back air, but it doesn't hit, and instead Ant finds center stage and gets his own back air. That's devastating. Once you die, Arsene is gone until that bar gets filled up again. Which is likely to happen once more before Coder loses this stock, but he's gonna have to really make some moves with it. Another counter coming out, but Bowser Jr. Nair just isn't strong enough. But that cannonball still isn't. I'm stunned, frankly. Joker's reflection, he's just countering. Joker's reflection is a very strong multiplier, but Still wasn't quite enough to close out the stock against him. And ooh, that jab might kill. That's a junior jab. That ledge is very powerful. Too strong to thing when it comes to outright kill power. The other thing to keep in mind is that this is a best of 3. Oh. So this is looking pretty much settled in the Nukebrothers' favor. We 1-0 potential 3 match. Or you gotta get up. All right. WellSky coming up their potential last player. It is again. If Ant is the Brothers' best player, and WellSky knows exactly who they need to prepare for next match, maybe the rest of the team won't be, you know, capable of sweeping multiple members the way Ant is. But you don't know. You know, they might. Pillars in the back. Nice. Ant standing thus far undefeated. King of the Hill type B. Tell you what though, wait, I'm just roster. Let's see. Does the Tech KC play his club? Sound like they'd be nasty on this. Kind of deliberating on that. Riding on it. Again, best of 3. Not everything riding on it. A lot riding on it. While we're waiting on, take a second to shout out those sponsors that you're seeing the logos of on the bottom left. Some of them have teams in this race. obviously the title sponsor Dick Ray, but also Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, WellSky. All of them sponsoring this event. Of course, PC Game On, the people all together. Get worried the arena is going to shut down though. Sooner or later. Here we go, Alex. Like the Atlas of yore, have to hold up the sky, carry the sky. If you, it's riding on this Atlas to carry this team, take down this ant. You know what I mean? Know the vibes. My thoughts. Curious to see what character we see here. Again, Smash 80 some characters in this game. Infinite possibilities. Every one of those characters can be played a different way. And I know I commentated some of these people last year's Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup, but doesn't mean necessarily remember who they play. Just stepping up to the plate, bat in hand, Captain Falcon selected. Fast pace, explosive character. Lots of kill power. That might be exactly what they need to finally deal with the ant vibes. He's running up right away, but yep, dropping that first stock. That second stock. Did he lose 2 stocks? The Nukebrothers has 13 stocks. WellSky 6. If that last player shows up, they need like more than 1 stock per stock of their own. Alice not making bad time on that so far. Really throwing himself at Ant. Now in this situation, it's really essential that every stock matters. Avoiding that first out of part car, the clown car. So who's winning so far? Ooh, the Nukebrothers are, unintended, kind of blowing up WellSky at the moment. Again, Ant5's taking the first stock before his opponent can even get him on the threshold of losing his own. Always ready with these aerials. Bowser Jr.'s aerials so difficult to work around. You feel like you've got his game plan solved once you've learned how to deal with all of the funky projectiles. Falcon's aerial's just better though. That the knee. That character switched over to Falcon. That 4 from the Nukebrothers. Oh. Fight falls off, bubbled by the Falcon. Rising. They say the Nukebrothers must send out their second brother. Peace. Vibes reach 10 KOs. How about that? Alright, Alice played good there. Fortunate that he dropped that first stock. It looked like he was really getting into his groove as it went on. Crazy play from Ant, but that knee from Atlas is insane. Listen, the knee at ledge, the knee on the normal getup is so raw. All right. Who we got? King Anubis. King Anubis on the Kirby. Not the character I would have associated with that name or with that profile picture, but is a very good matchup against Captain Falcon. Definitely can struggle to get his combos on the little puffball, or you think about that fall. Ooh, never mind. Atlas shutting me right up, bro. Hey, that falling knee, it's hard to hit when your opponent's so low to the ground, but that stomp hits all the same. Let's get some combos in there. Only 22% on him right now. I feel like he's got some Ant vibes of his own so far. Super happy to go off stage against Anubis. Looking for those early kills, which are very effective against Kirby if you can catch him with them. That little guy is light, very light. Kirby also has a spike though. Very dangerous. Alice catching Kirby with that down tilt. Good move for catching Kirby. Again, nice and low to the ground and large disjoint. Even trying to catch him with those falling aerials. That side B too. Anubis not shielding a lot, so not a lot of risk on that side B. Alice going off stage, and hey, I respect it for the style points, but every stock counts. Don't want to take too big of risks. Having a high upbeat him, just make sure he gets back to stage, but now he's in a tough position. Anubis doing that spike a little high though. Alex just running up doing the down tilt. I like it. For that nair, it will kill at high enough percent, and that will as well. It's putting in the work that needs to get put in. I don't think I'm ever going to say that sentence again. It really didn't sound good coming out. But stomping that Kirby, kicking him around like a soccer ball. Pushing the Nukebrothers to their next player, Super Will. This isn't your average Will. This ain't no Willard or William. Wilma or Bowser. Bill and a Bowser. And Falcon. Both fiery characters with explosive kill power. Bowser going to be susceptible to the spikes and offstage shenanigans that Atlas was fishing for a lot of the time. But when it comes to onstage stuff like that down tilt that killed much lighter Kirby, Bowser's not going to die the same way, you know? We'll get comboed. Goodness, will we get comboed. Let's get him started. We haven't played around with the stages too much. I haven't been paying that much attention, but I know we've been on it for a little while. And I am definitely getting the impression that WellSky saved their best player for last. That fire damage does not discriminate though. Racking Atlas up to 72%, and those Bowser smash attacks will already start to be a threat. But you see, the moment Will goes off stage, Atlas is looking for those spikes. And Bowser's up, he's not super quick, and he's a very large target, so it's pretty easy. Get him. Lining up that F smash, but all Atlas had to do was be a little patient on the ledge. F smash did catch him though, and the F smash. That F smash. No super armor through the F tilt. This roller DC or something? If I can Will again with the up tilt. Out of the ledge to kind of catch them when they're trying to go a little high over it. He is lucky that down air beat out another F smash because it definitely would have killed. Ooh, lining up another stomp. Getting scary for Atlas now. Ooh, there we go, there we go. Once again, that knee, big target like Bowser. Not saying it's easy to hit. Not as hard as it could be. Does hit hard though. Oh, does it hit hard. Got an interesting situation. Ant pushed Nukebrothers such a lead. Swept like 3 players. All by himself. And then Atlas is really looking to do the same. He's tearing through these players. See Daniel stepping up next. Yoshi. We went from Super Will to C. Daniel. Oh, this was week 2. Yeah, I mean, you know, technically. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so Atlas again. 1 stock to speak of. It might be WellSky's last stock. We might be looking at a 5v4 moment. Listen, he's been making these stocks count, but Captain Falcon's game plan doesn't mean that you aren't going to take some damage along the way, you know? Especially from a Kirby like Yoshi. What am I talking about? Character like Yoshi. And I think he knows it too. He's playing it kind of safe. Here on Final Destination version of Smashville, so it doesn't have those platforms to extend off quite the same way. Up air chains. Yeah. Alice looking like he's getting into his groove a little bit now, but to be honest, it might be too little too late when you're already at 90%. You have 1 stock and your opponent has 3. But you gotta fight to your last, you know? Nice stomp from Atlas. Might convert a kill off of it. Down B covers a lot of the stage, but see Daniel's right at the edge where it wouldn't hit. That knee will connect. Daniel with 2 stocks remaining, and Atlas in no hurry to put himself in harm's way. Raiden blows in the air. Going safely to ledge. No worry, no hurry. Safe up air chains, but and when you're at kill percent like this, a lot of Yoshi's aerials will kill you. Let's look for a stomp there. Probably wanted to convert it into a knee to find another stock, but that up smash from Daniel will close it out. We'll see. We'll see if WellSky's got one more person in the back. A lot of this match hinges on that urgency, you know? Okay, Honeywell just said GG's, so I'm guessing that is the end of round 1. I'm guessing we're gonna be. Oh, I don't recognize that name. That is a tag. I see a voice call over here with WellSky attached to it. Well, never mind the voice call. See it on the roster right there. Gamma Shadow profile. Fight. Will they be on Sonic though? On the Dark Alt Sonic? Be playing for Shadow? It's Snake. How about that? Snake. Weird character in crew battles. Now, normal tournament setting where holding on to every single stock doesn't matter so much as just nabbing all 3 of your opponent's stocks before they can nab yours. No problem, right? Snake, great character for that, but Snake tends to do a lot of damage to himself with his own grenades, so he's ready to start. Maybe the self-damage won't matter quite as much at the moment. Gamma having a small stock lead over Daniel, but WellSky wants to take this first match. He's got a Gamma by himself has burned through 5 stocks. So far, Daniel is racking up the damage faster than Gamma can. Oh! Snake F smash, you feel that in your soul, bro. And then he blew himself up. It happens to the best of them. I truly mean that. I have seen the best Snake players in the world blow themselves up. Players kind of swinging under that platform, but nothing connecting quite yet. Emma, we're dodging off stage with Sensor Snake. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Again, no hurry, right? Want to just be throwing out those grenades, throwing out those projectiles. Gotta hold on to every stock, but Daniel finds his way in regardless. C4. Catches Daniel, but does not catch Gamma. Going blow for blow in the air. The lower hitbox of that up smash does extend under the platform. Daniel is getting that peak kill percent. A lot rides on Gamma closing out this stock without losing his own. I mean, going into the last match, 2 stocks to 3 is a world of a difference between 1 stock. So much less leeway when you've just got 1 stock. It's a lot of things that'll kill. A dash tech, very safe move. The side B, also very safe. Very broken. You know, catching the grenade, but wanted nothing to do with it. Dinosaur no reflecting. Just playing it real safe, real safe. Nobody wants to commit. Daniel found his way in past the projectiles, but does not find a kill. Taking his head this way and that. Yoshi, desperate to take out that up smash too. Take an F tilt. Doesn't do it quite yet. Gamma chasing down the dinosaur with that missile, but not finding it. The back air finally does it though. Finally does it, and Gamma's on last stock. That's a bad air dodge. That was a bad air dodge. Oh, signs of life snuffed out. 11th hour. Oh. That's only round 1 of a best of 3. Keep in mind. Nukebrothers take it. 4 stocks to 0, but anybody who watched that whole set knows there is no way to predict where the second one will go. Saw Ant Atlas as the 2 standout MVPs who were both able to take a lot of opponents out, you know. The and Achilles types, you know. I'm very curious to see what'll happen. Those 2 get intentionally matched up together, you know. If both teams recognize, okay, this is my star player, this is who I need to take out that. But we didn't even see the Nukebrothers final play. They had another super good player waiting in the wings. Don't even know. We don't even know. We're taking a little break before we get set up for the next round. It looks like maybe C. Daniels could be opening up. Staying in the arena, you know, leaving the ring. Again, while we wait, want to shout out those sponsors for watching the Corporate Esports Cup 2026, powered by Dick Ray. And all our other sponsors, see their logos in that bottom left. Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, WellSky, of course. For watching, twitch.tv/KCGameOn, the ones making it all happen. Amaze. Daniel so lonely in that ring. An opponent. Somebody to step up and fight him. Pick him on. Is there any pugilist that dares face him? That arena? Anyway, one and all. Nubis is back. head straight for the. But Sean is going to be actually great Mark, who we saw earlier, who has this snake profile picture, but did not. Big stretch, you know what I'm saying? Gotta lock in and keep that energy up. Game 2, it's Inkling time. Inkling also, lots of really fun alts. All the different colors and then all the different accessories and characteristics.
3, 2, 1,
like blue one's kind of dork. Yeah, light blue versus light blue here. And 2 berries in a row. One is not letting Daniel leave the ground. I mean, trying to put him in the grave, you know what I mean? Now looking for those up airs, those up smashes. Looking like a strong start potentially for WellSky. Trying to reverse their fortunes from that first game. Daniel camping a little bit and finally getting nearly 20% on the board. I'm looking for more berries, more up smashes, you know. Working, don't stop. Number one rules of, say, Smash, but really fighting games, and I was gonna say fighting games, but really competition, you know. Working against you, we'll probably keep working. Daniel, though, finally fighting back. Putting feet and tail all over Sean. Backing up the damage. Both of them happy to spend a lot of time in the air. These characters that are very comfortable in the air, good aerials. Yoshi especially has some super armor on his double jump. Get him out of sticky situations. That F smash does it. Daniel locks in and takes that first stock, eating things up. I'm backing up with some space between them. No hurry, you know, there's no hurry. And they found love those splat bombs. One after the other. Treat a little, get that ink back. The Yoshi is totally covered, but it's the color he was anyways. Don't really notice it. Yep. No reason to approach that dino, charging up a backflip. Did Yoshi ever do that in the games? Backflip like. It's like Fox F smash. Yoshi have Fox's up smash. Why does Yoshi have Fox's up smash? But yes. Another splat bomb, No reason to approach the beast, you know? We hunt from afar. Sean goes up again, comfortably. Goes up another stock. Keeps the pressure up with that forward air. Catches Daniel on the retreat with that roller. Keeps Daniel in the air with that up tilt. Back airs a little bit. Oh yeah. A little extra damage on Daniel. He's gonna stay buried a little longer and Sean can charge up. Smash attack. Just compounding damage, you know what I mean? Compounding, what's the term? Consequences. Those consequences are WellSky going up 2 stocks. The first match of the rematch. Strong performance from Sean. Exactly how the other match started out. That one with Ant Vibes dropping only 1 stock. I'll wait for the... Oh, is it Anubis? Anubis is stepping in. He played Kirby. Sorry, Chad, I have goldfish brain.
Three, two, one, go!
Started. And Sean not dropping that stock, so 9. Got 2 stocks left. Okay, going for that roller immediately, but Anubis fights through it. Splat bomb. Very effective. Goes Anubis off stage. He just goes right over the ledge trap and splat bomb. Another. Stop, you know. Now, can refill that ink. Anubis is stuck all the way out there. Build the little beam. That for the Kirby upbeat and enough smash to close it out. On, putting in work. Good up tilt, or up air. That Inkling F tilt just long enough to stuff out the Kirby forward air. Have a difficult move to deal with sometimes. Multi-hit with a bit of a disjoint. Then, for a down throw fair, Anubis barely avoiding that down smash. Pulling towards into where it was gonna be hitting. Definitely needed that though. Push attacking this way and that, but Sean rolls out of the corner and rolls out of harm's way. Not another F smash, but not, you know? Always gonna be hitting a little less. Anubis spending a lot of time on the ground. That F smash will feel all the same, especially on the ledge there. Such a blessing that we've been staying on Smash for this whole time. Smallest legal stage matches. Don't take too long. The players got to get in there and scrap, you know what I mean? He's getting a down air into a jab and putting Sean off stage, looking for a down air, another down air to close it out. Not going to succeed, and Splat Bomb after Splat Bomb is going to keep Anubis at bay. It's definitely the puzzle, the match for him. Sean just dips in and out this way and that way. And a third F smash closes out a third stock. Sean representing WellSky. In a strong lead, a very strong. Like I said, like I was saying, even though Nukebrothers won so convincingly last time, looked at what players were doing, you know, their skill levels. Would know that might not be how things are going to go this time. Beersikins stepping in for the Nukebrothers. What up, Beers? Get started. Young Link. Interesting pick. New character on our plates. Need to dig in. I'm a big Young Link fan. Kind of a different vibe from everything we've gotten so far in this set. Very projectiles based character. Got 3 of them in the boomerang and the bow and the bombs. On, of course, as we've seen plenty of, has his own bomb. And we'll see how it stacks up. Young Link's toolkit, his arsenal, his set of toys for weapons. Thunder bombs are so funny. Why does he have those? Why is like that's not a thing in other fantasy series, right? Heroes just carrying around a bunch of like little bombs they can use to blow up walls and stuff. Anyway, Sean's going crazy. Taking out Beers' first stock. Pretty uncontested. And he's just so slippery, you know? And these splat bombs are so hard to deal with, especially online. They do enough damage each time that, you know, it's not like a Falco laser where it's just a couple cents, you know? Throw out 4 or 5 bombs, hit you with all of them, and suddenly you're at kill percent. Suddenly you gotta worry about that roller there, that F smash, boom! Your stock's gone. Not in that case, but feeling we'll be seeing that exact situation a couple more times. Beer's blowing himself up like his name is Solid Snake. A lot of it has to do with not just Sean's roll habits, but like Inkling's dash, putting him in the ground. There's so much stuff that goes over him. He moves so quickly. Sean once again clearing out another stock. Hey, well, if there's anything I would like to see more out of Beers, it is using those projectiles, the boomerang, the arrow. You can use them safely, you know? You're not getting hit by the splat bombs. Fortunate up air. Fortunate up air from Beers. Not quite certain if they were trying to get... They thought they were going to be landing on the stage. That up A was supposed to be an up B. Who knows, but Beers is out for the count. Everyone's dismay, I'm sure. Love good Beers too. And I gotta remember to speak up. My microphone doesn't pick it up when I talk quiet. I'm cozied up in my own bedroom. It's very easy to do. Super Will is back, though. Super D-duper. In his character. Ready? Ah! Ooh! Tell you what, man. Everyone loves Kron. His character, so fast, so aggressive, much kill power and combo power. He is so good. I mean, he is a top tier character so long as he stays on that stage. As soon as he is off that stage, things are dicey. Great up beat from Sean. Doesn't get punished too hard for it. Will get caught by the roller, and Sean, knowing he doesn't have enough time for a proper smash attack, could have dash attack that first time, but dash attack will do the job. Second time. Up smash to call out Will, landing on him. But Will answers back with the counter. But Will ends up underneath the middle of the stage. Spot that is more difficult to get to than anywhere else on this map. Sean retreats for a moment. Will throwing out counters, smash attacks, and everything on that ledge. You can find something to take out this Squid Kid. Squid Kid. Ed finally on his last stock. Will throwing up F tilt after F tilt. Waiting out that splat bomb. Sean is well stocked on ink, and another up smash will take out another stock. Now it's a difficult game plan to deal with. The splat bomb coming at you at a horizontal angle, and then Sean so ready to pop that up smash as soon as you try and land on him. On lots of time to charge up that up smash. Will could have gotten out a little earlier, but maybe wasn't mashing. And Will hopping over that splat bomb right into Sean's loving arms. Both arms horizontally as hard as possible with where attached to eliminate everything you have. Now the Nukebrothers are on their final stock. Their final player called WellSky. Whole army in the back. But if that player is Ant Vibes, we might still have a set on our hands. Is indeed. This time I'll make sure I pull. He has evidently earned an Ant Vibes. You know the vibes. Not mean I won't struggle to find Bowser Jr. on the character select. But I don't mean Bowser Jr. I mean Lemmy against Inkling. On one stock to speak of. That means in this situation his mission is to take at least one stock. I'm just saying, after game one, Ant Vibes is over. After that first set, after that first group battle, Vibes throwing himself at Sean, no hesitation. I'm putting a little damage on the board. But when you only have one stock to work with, it's not like you can rack up a bunch of damage on your first stock and then clean it up with the second. You got one shot to outplay your opponent. Outplay this Lemmy Fiend. Hook up your whole squad. First round. Ant Vibes always popping that F smash on ledge because there is a possibility hitbox will extend just a little bit underneath the ledge and catch your opponent as they try to recover, but on perishes. Vibes only 51%. White. WellSky must send in their next player. Face down. Ant. Curious who it'll be, you know. I'm curious who it'll be. Obviously, Atlas is the real strongest warrior. Best bet of slaying this beast, but maybe you want to save him for later in that case. No? Maybe not save him too long. I want to pick out players for very long until 3 stocks left team, but you know, maybe get some people to. Oh, they're sending them in. Goat versus goat. Falcon versus Lemmy. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, quickest way to a conclusion, you know. Because if WellSky cleans this up, there's still one more match tonight. And we're getting into it. 2 players with 3 stocks still, so be a proper 1v1 duel. Stepped away for a snack real. For their coordinating stages, we'll be seeing a different stage. Oh, who knows? Who knows? I thought I'll miss Smashville, you know? Alright.
3, 2, 1, go!
On Town and City now, moving from the biggest legal stage, the smallest legal stage, to the biggest. One with a very unique platform layout. One kind of low to the ground there. Both players running at each other like there's no tomorrow. Well, it's doing a little more damage for now, but again, that's a genius to trick the opponent. True battle. You don't always have a lot of time to figure out all his tricks. Ooh. He stomped back here, but wasn't quite quick enough. Atlas knows. Fanta's popping that F smash at ledge a little too late. He just swatted away with the other attack. Ant chasing Atlas down into the air, but Captain Falcon escapes. Looks to punish that side B on the stage. Instead, Ant calls out an unsafe area with that up smash. Love Atlas grabbing the Mecha Koopa. Ant's taking the first stock though. You know, again, Bowser Jr., when he pops that up B and he's in the air, not as vulnerable as you might think. I mean, he is a little lighter, but it's okay, Atlas. The forward air and the back air. There's the knee, the all. Putting the back air hit hard, you know, and he's a small target. And you know, at any given time, he's gonna be swinging that forward air and back air in your general direction, point and click type beat. Damage is really racking up for Atlas though. Gets hit by the cannonball, and gets hit by another cannonball. Backstage barely pulls past the F smash. Stomp is not safe on shield like that though. Vibes can pop that nair, and I'm guessing we'll be popping an up smash situation later. Oof. Explosion on the found car strong enough that it is completely untechable against the stage. Atlas slowing the pace a little bit. Game which started so strongly in his favor is starting to slip away from him. Again with the lead this large. I don't know. That was wrong. The lead this large, not like it matters that much, but we saw how Ant did earlier, you know? If we can wrap it up here, that would be perfect. And at least take out one more stock, that would be great. Atlas barely DIing well enough. Get out of the way. Not dying from that person, but that F smash will close it out. WellSky, 9 stocks remaining. Nukebrothers, 2 stocks remaining. Stocks, all mountain to climb. Gamma back in the ring. Played what, Snake, if I recall correctly? Or C? Peach. Oh, my energy is renewed. An unusual pick. I feel like again when you're trying to really, no matter what, bleed out that as a junior, Snake would have been a bad choice, but as a Peach player myself, I'm a big fan. Get started, and I love this Peach art. Like Christmas, you know, it's like she's dressed up for Christmas. Delightful. But also, I can speak to the fact that I don't know how to play this matchup. It's a real pain to play as Peach. Definitely do a lot with those turnips, though. One thing you have that'll keep you out of the range of Bowser Jr.'s attacks. Gamma air dodging stage, but has yet to get a good hit on Ant. Not 100% sure what the game plan is, because Gamma hasn't thrown out any attacks either. Now looking at 8 stocks to 2. Finally, a dash attack connects. It's to Ant. Put a little damage on the board. Nice counter, but unfortunately, Peach's counter is bad. The Gamma rolling into that Mecha Koopa. Nice F smash. That does catch Ant's approach. And a fair. Signs of life from Gamma. Charging up another F smash. It was the right decision because Ant was just side being in again. The game was going for a lot of forward smashes, forward airs. We saw that nair there. But that will kill. Car will descend slowly right past the ledge, and you have to be aware, afraid of it at all times. And Vibes is getting closer to kill percent. We see some more of those forward airs like that one there. Forward air and forward smash will kill. Very reasonable percents, but starting to doubt whether Gamma will get to those percents. Rolling away, because we're in danger. The spinning clown car will move that danger correct. That says 6 stocks. WellSky had 6 stocks. Yeah, I keep knocking down the wrong scores. 2 stocks is Dude, I remember Ant. That's been bugging me this whole time. I met Ant. Yeah, it's no surprise he's doing so good. That was a good player. Dominator. Back, and we didn't have to wait long for that at all.
3, 2, 1, go!
Tried still with 2 stocks. Wolf definitely has tools needed to take out those stocks. At least take out one and then leave 1 stock to your opponent. If you don't send gracefully left zone of your own volition. Yes, that Buster Art is going to be the one for racking up damage. Now it's run out for a little while. Dom not letting up on the threat. Happy to keep jumping in, throwing out folks enormous sword aerials. One after the other after the other. Yeah, now Ant is getting up into that 50% range. I'm getting the back hit on that slash. I don't know that move does actually do more knockback if your opponent is facing away from you. But regardless, Ant Vibes up smash closes it out. At a precarious percent though, there's just no way to approach both without putting yourself in this threat range. Risk of losing this stock. And you only have 2 stocks left. You need those stocks, man. Percent keeps getting higher and higher though. Ant. Oh, does that kill? Oh, barely does it. Slash gets Dom back to stage safely. And yet Ant puts him right back where he was. I am dumbfounded. This is a bloodwork machine to Ant Dominator. Up the explosion, sending him into the cannonball. Ironically, sending him flying into the blast zone slower than the initial. Doesn't. Dominator is knocked out of the ring, and stylishly. Now And Vibes is facing down. WellSky's final player. Stocks to. If we're going off of who was earlier, I'm guessing it would be Koger. Was on that Joker. And 3 stocks to 2. Pretty good lead, you know? Match. Stocks. Better than me. Feeling pretty good. But if I recall correctly, fought Coder first round and did very, very well. That was like an hour ago. You know, they're different people now. And there they are, Koter, Icon, coming out, Jokester again. The Joker. Again with Joker. Stocks in your 2. That much more Arsene per stock you're gonna have to deal with, you know. When you're hitting Joker, even if he doesn't have his counter up.
3,
Rebels Guard.
1, go!
Still bumping up the Arsene meter. Vibes immediately swinging first whenever they meet in the air. Damage up on Coder bit by bit. Immediately popping the uppie to chase Coder into the sky. I mean, I like that counter. It evens up the percents quite a bit. Arsene is here. Ooh, counter after counter. It's not going to work forever, you know? There's a junior jab. That was a good one, though. Reflecting the ball back just a little bit. And the powered up side B, the name of which I do not remember. A little more damage. Dash attack from Twitter. Neutralizes the Mechakoopa. Trying not to commit too hard. Ooh, and getting a good bit of Arsene charge after that read. This is looking really good for Coder. Another Arsene, second Arsene of this stock. But unfortunately it vanishes down into the town square. Coder reemerges from the sky. Now 2 stocks to 2 stocks. Strong percentage lead. But without Arsene, Joker's killing options are much more limited. That's why Coder wasted no time in getting Big Brother back. A dash attack will kill, that move will kill, any area will kill. Counter will definitely kill. Case in point. Arsene will be around for a couple more seconds to maybe get a little extra damage. And again, despite what the screen says, for the purposes of this rule set, and Vibes, 1 stock left. Nukebrothers' last stock. Coder also has 1 stock left. Perfectly even, Joker versus Lemon. Coder doing a nice job of stuffing out Ant's approaches, kept center stage for a good little bit there. And once again, Ant basically giving Coder Arsene for free. Cannonball shield poke. Coder reflecting that cannonball. No punishment, but nothing comes of it either. Caught by the Mechakoopa though, and Ant Vibes is ready to capitalize off of it. Arsene is gone, and it will be presumably difficult to get another Arsene. This 1 stock, although Coder happy to pop that Rebels Guard, and Ant happy to hit it. Coder doing the down gun right over the Crown Car explosion. Staying perfectly safe off ledge with that Rebels guard and getting some Arsene charge. That was very smart. Things are down to the wire, and Arsene is here. Coder jumping off of the ledge does not get hit by that F smash. That would have been game. And counter to read and side being in. Counter after counter. That's the name of the game. Not a bad game plan. And Coder closes it out. Oh my gosh, that was stressful.
We've done it.
Man,
Nice.
WellSky evens up the score 1-1. And we get set back to 15 stocks each. Buckle in, chat. We got one more match. Curious to see who we'll be opening up with. Ant Vibe staying in the arena because, like game one, to open up this third tiebreaker match with a bang. Long extended bang over many games and between kids. We'll find out. We'll find out. If that's the case, WellSky will have to. Should by now have the information necessary to counter that. They've seen all of their members up against that child. Can pick. Deal with that best. On really put in work last game. Atlas really put in work game one. Who knows? Who knows? Never mind, Ant has joined me on the bleachers. Have a seat. Super macho. The Junior disguised as Mario. Alright, let's get started. Nubis stepping up. While we get prep for this round 3. Again, shout out our sponsors there in the bottom left. Well, we're watching City Esports Cup 2026, powered by Dick Ray. Recognize the logo quite easily. It's very large and extravagant. See their billboard all the time. There it is, air conditioning, heating, plumbing, drains. Shout out to the other event sponsors. Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, and WellSky. On the distance, I'm saying. Gamma will be Anubis' opponent. Wait, what? Peach? Snake, and then Peach? And who knows what'll happen this round? Who knows what happens? All right. Let me get those characters switched. The Anubis Kirby for the third and final time tonight. Gamma on the link this time. Mind this pick at all? Lots of projectiles. Major kill power. Another bomb. Lucas drifting out there. Big Gamma stock though with that Kirby fair. Link does have some options for getting back to stage. Even from that distance, blow himself up with his own bomb. But you know, kind of difficult. We're rolling back to the corner, but Anuba's calling it out with that aiming dash attack. Another one, the pressure up. Gamma roll into the corner so that they're throwing out projectiles. But Anubis goes right over that arrow. Saw where it was pointing. That dash attack barely connects before Gamma can get the boomerang out, and the hammer cleans up that stock. Anubis at a comfortable. Throwing the bomb back, catching it again with the dash attack. Gamma charging up the F smash will kill Kirby. Especially if it's got a little charge in it, a little extra oomph, but and you know, keep swinging, it'll hit eventually. Oh. Ooh. That might have been the opportunity, but Gamma pulls the trigger a little late. Look for a boomerang into the air there. Doesn't quite connect. Link's fair is very strong though. It will kill Kirby. Very low percent. It's like we're watching Gamma figure out the character in real time though. Nice F tilt. Another strong move. Another strong move. Very effective against Kirby. That up smash I'd love to see a little more of though. Uh-oh. Luba's got his own arrows now. And they close out the stock. Kirby quite the crack shot.
Kirby wins.
Strong opening from the Nukebrothers, but we've seen how little that matters. These crew battles. That one there'll just be a beast in the back. Sean is back. Sean is back in them. Who performed spectacularly for us in the last round. Set WellSky up for their victory. That Inkling, who I cannot find on the character. Inkling started just as I expected, getting big damage. Do this. That same kind of defensive, treating playstyle that Sean exhibited for all of us last round. Retreating, throwing out the splat bombs, ready with the roller and the F smash to close out your stock. Very deadly weapons. Very deadly weapons. I guess it's the same weapon. Very deadly weapon with many uses. This army knife. Or towel. Jab from Anubis though, but eventually the roller will connect. You will find yourself halfway underground and then suddenly rocketing through the air. On pausing a moment just to mix up the timing and then dashing in. Pressing all over that curb. Backer. Doesn't quite do it. Oh. Oof. Sean, I don't know if he intentionally baited that booyah with the up throw up air, or if he realized the precarious situation he was in with Kirby's down B. But in any case, Anubis closes out that stock finally with the Kirby down air. I think that's the first time he's hit something tonight, although maybe I'm wrong. In any case, on down a stock. Every stock counts when you need to make up a deficit like this. Nice parry grab from Anubis. Immediately looking for those downers. Sean could be looking for the downers too. Spike not as, you know, big as Captain Falcon's, or doesn't really have the ability to go off stage the same way Kirby does, but it's still quite powerful. Sean elects usually to just stay on stage, nice and safe, throw out the splat bomb. I think he heard me. He said, oh yeah, I have Spike. Quick berry and an F smash, and suddenly Anubis has lapped Sean in percent. Still a quick dash attack, puts him back in the lead, not the stock lead, but the percent lead. One last stock is exactly what Anubis will want to take. He wants to keep Nukebrothers in the lead here. On almost catching Anubis in the air right there with that forward air, but it wouldn't have killed, not quite yet. Now we're going to see the roller coming out. Anubis want to stay in the air. Taking it as much as possible. That jab is a perfect acceptable punish. Roller on shield is not safe at all. Smash almost gets him. But unfortunately, another unsafe roller on shield will get Sean punished once again, that time with a Kirby F smash. Much more damage in there. Right, everything's looking. That's it. The end of the road for Anubis. Yep. Goodbye. Hey. Nukebrothers at 12 stocks, WellSky at 10. On in the driver's seat, but let's see who comes up to challenge him. One man in particular. Oh no. Might be the real threat. I'm so thrilled. Super Will is back? I don't know why I like his tag so much. Super Will. What will he do? We'll go core in this. Mention. character we haven't seen yet tonight.
3, 2,
Powerful
1, go!
sword fighter. Very powerful projectile. That's the one there. Oh, and it killed. Oh my gosh, it killed Sean at 0. Oh, what? Twice. It's time to get started. Will immediately thrown at that pin. Dancing upon Sean. Distance. Got a crazy combo game and some very strong attacks. Very, very strong smash attack. Saw that F smash. Yeah, that one there. And for exhibiting it, Will. It is very powerful. That back air too, and that down air can be a menace to deal with if you don't know how. Are we back? Are we back? We will be back. I think we're back. You didn't miss much. We can remain the same. Getting closer and closer to kill percent, especially from that F smash, which is just inches away from the thing's face. Very scary. Very cinema. I'm jumping over that in approach. Another roller. Gives him another stock. And things are even now. 10 stocks to 10 stocks. Sean is in danger. Red flashing lights. Got that, Pokemon low HP sound. That's what I hear in my head, and I'm assuming Sean's hearing. That kill? Yep. Will closing out Sean's final stock with pin. Pin. I'm not normally a fan of that core and all, but like the dark blue dragon looks. Dominator is in. One stock to take from Super Will. From sword to sword. Right and proper duel. Gentlemen. Thanks, so right down there. Yep. Jarth versus Jarth. Dragon sword. Laser sword. Or it's not just dragon sword, it's like a chainsaw sword. And they really wasted that on the worst Fire Emblem game. Ooh, Dom's up smash barely catching Will as he jumps away. Pretty evenly matched so far. Oh, barely getting caught by the this card's projectile even called the Hadoken, the Dragon Hadoken, as it passes by. Shulk's counter. Actually the worst in the game though. So ooh. Still giving Dom a ride back to the stage. Very kind of him. I'm looking for a jump there. It's still punishes Will. Looking to close out this stock, and that up air does it. Will is out of the race for tonight. The score returns to even.
This is
A
a
little
good
scary,
result.
you know? Sean didn't give WellSky the huge lead that they had that second round. It was really essential to their victory. But also, all saw how Coder was a very even match for him. Who knows what will happen? Hey, Ant's here. Yep. Vibes. 1.
3, 2,
Low Lemmy.
go!
Know what it is. Vibes. On. Number 1 mission right now. They got every stock possible. Even one, you know, even just one. Very doable with Schultz again. Got 3 stocks to use that Buster Art to get all the percent you can on the table. That's already at 40%, but Dom in a tough position, using the jump art as intended. But jump art side. That clown car will still stage tech. Spike. But since those first couple of interactions, Dom has not been able to put too much damage onto Ant. Ant always has the Buster Art out. He knows what the mission is. We're getting up there, 77, 90. I mean, now things are getting scary for Ant. Basically anything with the Smash Art equipped will start to kill. And Dom makes it back to stage using that jump art. Clean F tilt almost takes the stock. Fortunately. The subsequent edgeguard, he swings his sword the wrong way. Tilt pressures Ant's shield, but the Mecha Koopa knocks Dom off stage, and the cannonball does the same. I cannot believe he didn't grab the ledge there. Cutting right through that cannonball. Named Roranor Zoa. I'm tired. Pronounce that. And Vibes very much in full kill percent, and Smash Art is equipped for no more time. Tom's gotta kill the old-fashioned way. That's right, with one of those Smash. Vibes trying to get an up air string started, but wasn't quite enough. Looking for an F smash. Like overkill though. F tilt would have done it. Catches the Mecha Koopa. Order doesn't quite do it, not on that part of the stage, but Smash Art is back. Cannonball falls on his head though, like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Once again, forward air not quite enough. And I think Dom went out there for another forward air there. It was enough then too, but didn't quite connect. Another forward air, but without Smash Art, that forward air is not much of a kill move. Uh-oh. That's Junior down air. Oh no, he countered the counter cannonball, and it almost worked. That was so smart. F smash finally does it though. And this is not impossible for Dom to take another stock. I'm just saying. Again, pulls out the counter break. And Vibes is ready this time. Well, he's bleeding. Stocks left. WellSky. 2 killers remaining. Ellis and Coder. Leave. Oh no! Get out of there! Be back next week. Coder, the Atlas. Hope of book or binary. This is the book. Atlas has come to play. Just like in-game, wastes no time stepping into the ring. Get it started. WellSky's at a stock deficit here, but that is the real barrier to victory, you know? They can overcome him, depending on how many stocks they have left. Be in a really good position.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, dropping that first stock. Both players are ready to start. Alice immediately runs in with an air. And dropping pretty low, but not low enough that it was a problem. Hop right back to stage and get his combo started. Jab the wrong way. Give Alice a little extra free damage. It's down smash. Alice taking his time onto the stage. Now whatever ledge trap is cooking up. Again, reading when Ant is going to jump in and then fading back and punishing Ant's up smash. That was the game plan here. Barely avoiding the aerial from Ant. Ooh! Ready twice in a row. Ready 2 times for Ant to go above the ledge. And then ready to go way low below the ledge. Pursuing him far into the depths. Take that stock with that Falcon there. I've been playing a little more Falcon recently. That feels good. You go off stage and you kill him with that Nair. Multi hit is so satisfying. It's looking unlikely that Atlas is going to hold on to this stock, but good position to get a little extra damage on for his next one. Never mind. Kind of cowed a little bit by ledge trap and was scheming. Doesn't need to get back to ledge, but wastes no time getting back to the action. So this guy ain't afraid of nothing. Wrong side B goes right through that tongue. Alan's running up, picking up the Mecha Koopa, throwing it in Lemmy's face, and continuing advantage state. Very raw, I can't lie. Alice is definitely playing Falcon as Falcon is intended to be played. Style. That style is not so far counting the 2-stock. Ending with that knee, but it was a little telegraphed and they had to spot dodges it. Out his last spot. 90% is not the worst percent for Bowser Jr. to be at, you know? Kind of heavy with the metal vehicle and everything. Titanium orb. Plus catches him in the air with that up B. If I recall last time, it kind of seemed like Alice had a strong lead at the beginning of the game. And as it went on and on, it's like Ant figured him out more and more, you know? Alice now also at kill percent. Don't care. Would have done it if they were a little closer to the right side of the stage. Watch out for that cannonball. Yep. Is that gonna do it? Not quite. I'm not sure if the gentleman would have done it. Alice again, knowing Ant's gonna go high. As the juniors always do. Spike. Fucking stomp. Kills Ant off the top. That's really funny. That's really funny. You can tell because I laughed. Oh my gosh. Love water. Much needed on nights like this, you know? The pressure's really on the Nukebrothers. Was their ace in the hole, you know? I mean, they still got the stock lead. Still gonna be a close match. This has been a good night, y'all. Good night, chat. Got Casey Game On for making it happen. Shout out Dick Ray for being the title sponsor of the event. Shout out all those other sponsors. WellSky, Select Quote, Henderson Engineering. Henderson Engineers. Daniel, here fight. Immediately ready to go. The Yoshi. I guess only one stock to play with. One chip, placing it out on the board. Get some good returns on it.
One, go!
I mean, at least one stock in return would be... Well, no, in this situation, you need more than that. Sometimes, a lot of the time when you only have one stock, you know, that's all you can ask for. But in this situation, he definitely needs, like, at least two in order to set up his last teammate for victory. I think he's very capable of it. First round, Atlas was easy. He's going crazy now. Gosh, tossing Daniel around. To get a single hit in. Almost got that knee. Daniel swinging. Dale finally lands a hit. Tries to do a back air and F smash. Doesn't quite connect. Low enough to the ground for that. Atlas hopping up and down. You know he wants either the stomp or the knee. Potentially both in that order. Popping that up tilted at the ledge. Looking for a spike, because why not, you know? That Nair doing such a good job of catching Daniel every time you meet in the air. Finally wins one of those bouts with that forward air, though. Stashing in and out. Cover space much quicker than Yoshi can. Into Yoshi's threat range out. Alright. Ellis goes for a second Falcon Punch of the match. He takes like 50 damage off of it. Like, almost all of the damage he's taken from C. Daniel came from him whipping that Falcon. Pick does it, though. Pick does it. Daniel is 2 stocks. Brothers 5. Ellis jumps over his attempted ledge trap. Edge guard, I mean. Ooh. Shield was small. That shield was still small. Skill size. But should be recuperated now. Gonna play as carefully as a Falcon player can muster. That knee barely missing. Ellis again kind of knows that Daniel's gonna go high, but Yoshi jumps so high. Has the double jump armor. There's a whole lot you can always do about it. Star clips Atlas, and the Yoshi up smash finishes him off. Dashes in a little too close. Dinosaur's danger zone. Now, this guy has one champion remaining. Kotor from Star Wars. Well, that might be his job. I don't know. Kotor. Joker. Presumably. Get out of here! Daniel, you stay! No. Gosh, 3 stocks to... But Coder was the one that really put in the work to take out Ant in that last round. Great job clutching for the team. Is Coder clutching, or does Well win? But I'm wondering, that's what I'm wondering. And what you really need is a 3 stock. You gotta do everything you can to, you know, take out C. Daniel without losing any ground. But the trouble is that what I've seen of Coder's playstyle, it's not one that is very conservative on damage, you know? Self-damage. Loves to pop that Rebels Guard. Even if you get hit with the Rebels Guard on that Arsene charge, still taking damage for it. Potential last match of the match started.
Three, two, one.
floats away. Daniel floats quite elegantly. Please, is not. In that case. And we're getting started. Coder kind of keeps some distance with the Ahas with the guns, but one Yoshi backer does more damage than any of that nonsense. Again, Daniel running in with that dash attack. Damage is looking not so good for Coder so far. Oh, 85% already. Arsene is here, but that up air almost killed off the top. A bad counter gives Daniel yet another up smash. Daniel is aggressive this game. Set up Arsene up smash is a good option, but Daniel takes one stock of the Coder. Not going WellSky's way so far. Smash beats out Yoshi down there. We're looking for a back air. Again, they all know that Daniel's going to go high, but punishing it is a different matter. Smash does it though. Daniel has one stock left, and Coder needs to not have one stock left to get to the final round. Ooh, drops the Rebel's guard. Big damage, but the damage doesn't matter as long as you close out the stock. Daniel looking for another jump over the ledge with that back air. Barely get clipped by the downer, but a counter gets Coder out of a sticky situation. Running up, countering, expecting Daniel to swing, which is not a bad bet. Here again, looking for that jump. Daniel fights his way back to stage. That Rebel's guard is scary, man. Just a moment ago, we saw Daniel F smash right as Coder let it down after the initial attack whiffed. Coder running around, just trying not to get hit by any of Yoshi's many kill moves. Unless it's with the Rebel's guard up, but you don't need the Rebel's guard anymore. Arsene is here now. Don't get hit by that though. Once again, escapes the ledge trap with a nice fireball. And a good counter doesn't quite close it out. I'm almost, again, sort of surprised. Daniel in a bad situation of his own devising with that egg roll, but Coder does not capitalize on it. Smash from below the ledge will do it though. I got the impression Daniel was trying to escape that platform. Not below the ledge, below the platform. I got the impression Daniel was trying to escape that platform.
Be gone.
Smash ultimate sticky platforms, you know what I mean? Ooh, it's tough. And we're back, I believe, just in time for Beers has entered the stadium. Beers. We played Young Link? Young Link played. Regular Link, Volt Link, with the Wild Link. Restocks to Link.
Three, two, one, go!
Anime Boy versus Anime Boy. Beers versus Coder. Get started. Final match of the night. Final match of the night. Coder's got to clutch. Restocks to 2. This is to make the most of this lead. Make sure it doesn't escape him. Coder immediately trying to get fancy with the ride down uppers into grab, but Link up smash beats all. And is already here though. Coder rolls into that grab. Deflects the boomerang for a tiny bit of damage. Another counter on that fair, but it was the weak hit of the fair. The character's swinging while 6 feet apart. Swinging F smashes the same direction, but neither connects. Sen is gone, if that matters, in that up smash. By WD's move. Fireball takes care of that advancing F smash, and Coder drops the first stock of this final game. Nice parry, but a couple too many pummels for a 0% grab. Coder once again retreats to the platform. Catches Beers is down there with Joker up B. Yep, this pace is all in Coder's favor now. Roll behind. Punch Beers yet again. Little fireball for a little extra damage. Again. Roll behind while Beers swings the wrong way. Bad up, he's going to give Coder a big punish. Beers is on their last stock. Good for WellSky. On that down air. Unfortunately, Beers barely misses the ledge. Coder was getting up into that kill percent. Definitely take care of that final stock. But after an extremely hard fought down to the wire. Game 3. WellSky takes it for Honeywell. How about that? Out of this arena, good games to all the players. That was oh my gosh. That was cinema, bro. That was cinema. I mean, Ant vibes, just mopping the floor in the first round. Second round, Sean going on a crazy run. Then Coder barely clutching out against Ant. And then third and final round, I mean, just who knew what was going to happen, right? Sean put in work, Alice put in work, Ant put in work, Coder put in work. That was a good set, man. It was a great way to start off my first round commentating for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026, powered by Dick Ray, brought to you by KC Game On. I hope everybody else had a good time too. It seemed like chat was enjoying it. So, we will be back next week. Fellow commentator Big M will be your host then. Thank you everybody for joining us. Again, shout out to all those wonderful sponsors in the right below me. Some of the staff of which you just saw competing. Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, WellSky. Thank you everyone for coming. Catch you next week. More Smash Brothers